Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with the blind dyslexic.
Hello,
I'm Scott. What's up, Ben?
Hello.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys?
What's up, Vaughn?
Hello.
All right, so what do we have now, Chris?
Okay, so we got some minor or potentially major, however you want to look at it, spoilers potentially for Star Wars The Last Jedi. So if you don't want to hear them, stop watching now. So there was this book that was apparently released, or some information from this book got leaked, and it goes into detail, a little bit of detail on Supreme Leader Snoke. And generally, there are some things that we can put to rest now, and some things that we can happily say we know for sure about Snoke.
Right.
So this
Hey,
book,
Sharon!
book is claiming that Supreme Leader Snoke is indeed Force sensitive. I know that there were some rumors out there that were saying that, maybe he's lying, maybe he's not really Force sensitive. He is Force sensitive, so he is connected to the Force. So we can put any of the rumors that say, as of right now anyway, we can put any of the rumors that say he's not Force sensitive to rest. The other thing that it kind of confirmed was what some of his more powerful abilities with the Force are. And they mentioned two specifically. One was his ability to use like a telepathic form of communication. So this is potentially how he's talking to Kylo Ren.
Okay. Isn't that what Darth Vader did with Luke and Luke did with Leia? Okay.
Yes. This also makes me think that it was indeed Supreme Leader Snoke that was talking to Rey when she was fighting Kylo Ren in the novel. Because in the Force Awakens novel, which is canon, when Rey had defeated Kylo Ren, she said she heard a voice telling her to kill him. So, it's kind of interesting.
Nice.
The other ability that they were talking about, and this one's very interesting too, apparently Snoke is a very, very powerful practitioner of some sort of telekinesis. So moving objects with his mind, apparently he is exceptional at this ability.
Like Darth Vader.
Again, yes. So he's apparently very strong in both of these abilities.
But don't they all do that? Like Rey got the lightsaber, Kylo Ren got the lightsaber.
Yeah,
Luke
but
got the
apparently he can do this without even moving his hands. He
Oh,
can literally
mentally.
just sit, he can mentally just be like, that object comes to me, and then
What they were trying to do with
comes to him.
Cruise character from Charmed.
So I mean, excuse me, it's interesting. I'm glad that they're saying he's Force sensitive, because I was getting worried that we might be fooled, and he's like, I'm not actually Force sensitive. I'm just a guy pretending to be Force sensitive. But apparently he is Force sensitive, and that is a good thing. The book also apparently, at least the information that was leaked, started talking about kind of Kylo Ren's motives in this movie. Apparently he has become more powerful in the dark side, and he's generally on a mission to find Rey, and potentially, I'm assuming, to kill her. That's his main goal. So that's pretty much it for now.
Oh, wow.
Kind of interesting stuff. So.
Cool, Chris. Yeah, that's funny. Love you too. Bye. Sorry, Sharon was leaving, going shop.
Oh.
All right. I don't want to hear you guys hear the conversation. So that's interesting. Now let me ask you a question. How did he learn this?
Well, I'm assuming that he probably learned all of this whenever he was in power, or whenever he was roaming around.
And who did he learn it from?
Well, we don't know.
And how old is he?
We don't know.
So he could be hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
I'm willing to say he's probably thousands of years old,
Yeah.
but you know.
So he probably learned it from everybody.
He
Like
probably
Palpatine.
it's potential that he may be the first one to have done this.
Whoa.
There is potential that he is the first Darksider to ever exist in the Star Wars
The
universe.
first
We have
Sith.
no
But
idea.
not the first Sith, because they created Sith after him,
That's
right?
right. That's well. I was just
Well,
doing-
yeah, because the Sith came about from the dark side, but
So he's definitely dark side. He's not like a little bit 5% without milk. He's
no. That's not what they're saying.
Oh,
Apparently, he is well versed in the light side and the dark. That is the specific reason why he chose Kylo Ren as his apprentice. And in the novel, again, you got to read this novel. You've got to read the Force Awakens novel, because there are things in that novel that start to tell the story of what I think we're going to see further. In that novel, he tells Kylo Ren, "You are, without a doubt, my greatest student, because you have the potential of the light and the dark."
until Rey comes along.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Because if she starts to train with Luke, and Luke teaches her on the light side but not the dark, her potential in both starts to wane.
See.
Which is another reason why I think Luke's going to train her in both, but that's yet to be seen. So yeah.
So he could be the first. Is he the bank behind the Emperor? Like
No.
he didn't finance the Empire. He didn't create the Empire. It was always just Palpatine and okay. So he's been around before them, though, possibly.
Well, I can't say for sure. None
We
of
don't
us
know.
can say for sure.
Yeah.
But we know for a fact that he said he saw the rise and the fall of the Empire. So he's at least around during the prequel era.
And because of his Force abilities, he can see the past, right? So that's how he can see the fall of Darth Vader and visions like Yoda, right?
Sure.
Okay. So it's like watching TV. He can see everything happen.
Sure. He might have been there at the time. He might have been somewhere very far away, and he just knows that these things are happening. There's still this mysterious, again in the novels, there's still this mysterious thing that Palpatine was apparently hearing. Like he was hearing some sort of call from the Outer Rim. And he asked Vader if he could hear this call. It was coming through the Force. And Vader said, "No, I don't hear or feel anything." Palpatine was the only one apparently that felt it.
And Snoke is from the Outer Rim, or no?
Him.
Well, what else could it be?
Snoke is from the Outer Rim?
Potentially.
Oh, wow.
I'll put it to you this way. Palpatine's contingency plans for if he was killed was to tell all the heads of the Empire to go to specific locations where there would be ships to take them to the Outer Rim.
Huh?
Beyond the Outer Rim. So there's also a reason in the canon novel of Thrawn now, he picked Grand Admiral Thrawn because he had knowledge of beyond the Outer Rim. The Chiss homeworld is bordering the Outer Rim into the unknown regions. He picked Thrawn. That was one of the reasons he picked Thrawn, was because he knew.
Well, why? Can me ask you a question? Why are there outer regions that they don't go to? Is there something that happened? A lot of people died or something, and they're not allowed to.
Because it's kind of like swimming into the open ocean.
So they only go so far.
Yes, but
But
Palpatine made it a point to send ships to this region to see what was out there.
A little further each time.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
But when the Empire fell, he literally, like, his command was, "Get out there."
Oh.
So something's out there that he felt the need.
So now the majority of the Empire is not even probably here.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh.
From what we know in the novels, too, most of the Empire has become the First Order.
But the rest of them.
The rest of them would be like a couple of holdouts. It wouldn't be big enough.
So they just all fall in line, like a new company buys out the old company, and they just all like, "That's order."
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't know what we don't know what Snoke did. So
right.
he could have come along and been like, "Listen, we're doing this my way."
Right. And when are we going to actually learn everything there is to know about Snoke? Never?
Never.
What the? Really?
We'll learn a lot about him. We'll never know everything about him.
Nope.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you know everything about Palpatine? There you go.
I don't even know what he eats for breakfast. No, I was kidding.
Super sugar smacks. He
Right. Yeah.
And he eats them with Elvis.
I don't know. Palpatine seems more like a lumpy oatmeal guy to me.
Let me ask you a question. If this is all in a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they ever going to have a thing where they're going to Earth?
Hell no.
They're never going to do that, right?
I'm pretty sure they explicitly said that would be the end of Star Wars if they ever did that.
If they ever did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, with the Force, I could even tell there's no intelligent life here, so why the hell bother?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow. That would be really odd for them to go to Earth. Unless, of course, they did a thing where the Marvel Universe is protected the Earth.
But that's just it. What would be the time period here on Earth if it's a galaxy far, far away?
I mean, by the time they travel to space, the Earth will probably be cavemen, right? I know we don't know. That's how far they are. So when they get there, it's like the present time.
That or Salem witch trials.
2000. Really? I don't know. We're just speculating. But anyway, yeah, we don't want to see that ever. No. Wait, didn't they mention that in the Ewok thing?
That's not canon anymore.
Wait a minute. I taped it. They mentioned that those kids were from Earth.
Yeah, they're in an alternate Star Wars universe.
All right, alternate, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, an alternate where we have Ewoks again. All right.
What?
Yeah. We've got those pygmy things, whatever the hell they're called. Porks, thank you.
With the Godzilla painting in the rubble. Rogue One. All right.
You know what that means.
That or porks are evolved Jawas.
That means
that somewhere in the Star Wars galaxy, there is a planet where Godzilla is real.
Yeah, he's the biggest force user there is, right?
And yeah, so.
And then Yoda's like, "That's my dad." No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Damn. Can you imagine? Crazy stuff. All right. What else? Star Wars. What about Rebels?
There's not too much news with Rebels right now. The season, I think it starts this month. So probably going to be pretty good. I hope.
Yeah. Okay.
There is yak I heard the other day about a Spawn movie, but the way they're making it sound is he stays mainly in the shadows and hunts people like a shark.
There is a Spawn movie. No one's getting paid. That's it's not speculation. It's reality. They're not paying anybody. They're all doing it of their own free will. When the movie makes money, then they'll be like, but that's supposedly what's going. That's supposedly what's happening, and I think that's a bad idea because then maybe people won't give their best if they're not getting paid. What is it? Who cares if bombs are out? So I'm not really. I don't think that's a good idea, and the budget's really bad anyway. $10 million budget for Spawn. Why? The HBO episodes were like $1 million each, weren't they? The animated. So, all right, we're gonna get out of here. Keeping it at Star Wars and Spawn, and take care. Bye for now.